What's up, Fit Gamers? JoeyBslash3 here, and in this fight scene breakdown, we're going to be taking a look at another recent fight scene from the Equalizer 2, where Robert McCall takes down multiple henchmen with the utmost efficiency. This fight scene has 19 different cuts and camera angles within 12 seconds of action, so let's put on the spectacles and break this one down step by step. Let's take a look at this fight scene at normal speed first. Again, there are 19 different cuts and camera angles within 12 seconds of action, so it can be kind of hard to tell what's going on. A lot of improvised weaponry, and it gets pretty brutal there at the end. But there you have it, done. So now let's break it down in slow motion, step by step. To start the fight scene, McCall uses his tea that he has in a small glass for the first henchman. He splashes it in his face to get him to close his eyes and distract him for a split second. Right after that, he strikes him really hard with a strong right hand. However, if you look really closely, you'll see that he's actually stabbing this henchman right through the eye socket with the ends of his glasses. This was actually really hard to catch if you watch the film normally, but you do see McCall prepare his attack by taking a drink of his tea, then he removes his glasses and he flips it into his hand and keeps one arm extended, and that's ready to jam into that opponent's eye once he gets into range. After he dispatches that first henchman, he immediately attacks the next one with the teapot, first using it as an impact weapon. After he shatters the teapot against the henchman's head, he uses the now sharp shard of the handle to slice the henchman's neck, which puts him on the ground immediately and out of commission. There is a continuity error here, though, through this little sequence of edits. As the first henchman falls, the second one is starting to reach for his pistol. In the next shot, McCall is already controlling the pistol as he reaches to grab the teapot. Then, after he smashes the teapot over the henchman's head, we see another shot of the henchman clearly drawing his pistol and McCall countering by grabbing his arm and directing it away from him. This error is not very noticeable when watching at normal speed though. Lastly, McCall deals with the third henchman who is wielding a large knife. The henchman thrusts the knife in a straight line towards McCall, making it easy for him to counter. He grabs the knife arm with both hands and pulls the opponent off balance. McCall then delivers a hard punch straight to the nose. Now McCall turns the henchman's arm to direct the knife towards him. You do hear a slight crunch sound effect during this movement, indicating he may be breaking his wrist in order to achieve this position. After he thrusts the knife directly into the chest of the henchman, he grabs the neck and snaps it just for good measure. The main thing I did not like about this fight scene was that it was very hard to see the important details for McCall's improvised weapons, particularly the glasses. The filmmakers start to use the same effect from the first movie, where time slows down and we see McCall plan out his attack by analyzing the room and what specific items he can use to his advantage. However, in this scene, once they zoom into his eye, he just sees the henchman coming towards him. To get a better understanding of what McCall had planned in his attack, they could have done a quick slow motion close-up shot of his teacup, the glasses, and the teapot, as these were his main improvised weapons. However, they may have intended this shortened planning sequence because the henchman started to engage right away, so perhaps they wanted to show that his planning got interrupted. Either way, the fight scene works extremely well with the quick cuts and smart placement of sound effects. As the audience, you probably aren't supposed to know exactly what happened in those short 12 seconds, but instead you should have a basic idea of the carnage that ensues after you process the sound effects you hear and the images you see. It's meant to be fast and confusing, so you understand the surprise and fear the henchman must feel once McCall starts his onslaught, just like in the first film. So there you have it for this fight scene breakdown from the Equalizer 2. Robert McCall is an expert at improvising and using his environment to his advantage when it comes to dispatching those bad guys. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something from this breakdown of the fight scene choreography. Remember, channel memberships are now available, so if you want to direct us on what videos to do next, be sure to check them out, as there are a few options to choose from. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Until then, I'm JoeyBslash3, and as always, game on, stay fit, and keep on training.